Okay, today's video is sponsored by Beam Eye Tracker. Beam Eye Tracker is a great software that uses your existing webcam to track your eye movement and head movement at a fraction of the cost of other solutions. If you want to feel more immersed while flying your capital ship, or even someone else's capital ship, without breaking your wallet, I would really recommend giving them a try. It's just 30 bucks. It's a really great value. I'll also have a link in the description to my video where I do a full review of the Beam Eye Tracker if you would like to check that out. Make sure to use my link down below so I can keep feeding Meemaw all her double dogs. Alright, now on to the video. What's going on, everybody? I'm Wicked Wookie, and this is the RSI Polaris. The first capital/Corvette ship flyable by players, if you don't count stealing the Idris. I pledged this ship a few years ago because, well, I love Battlestar Galactica, and this was cheaper than an Idris. And to me, looks better. Now, I'll be honest, I had very high expectations for a ship that costs more than several cars I have owned throughout my life. And from the outside, man, did it deliver. The lighting on the hull to show the scale of the ship. The engines are so beautiful, they should be put up for display in the Museum of Modern Arts. The silhouette of the Polaris conveys speed and power, even though it's slower than I expected it to be. Still, the ship is gorgeous. The engine room is absolutely stunning. But then there's the rest of the ship where it gets rather boring. There's a whole lot of gray. Gray floors, gray walls, gray ceilings. And it's the gray that came on a base model Buick back in the 90s and early 2000s. And many flat, boring panels. Not what I want on my very high-end capital Corvette ship. If you look at the original concept art, there's white floors, blue trim, pipes, there's things going on, it looks alive. But here in the release, it's just a barren gray tomb. Now, I'm not expecting it to be like Aegis or Drake, but if you do compare it to an Aegis Hammerhead, that ship feels alive. There's wires and cables. The ship feels like it's breathing, it's its own being. Whereas you compare it to the Polaris, and it feels more like a tomb, void of life and silent and eerie. Even comparing it to the Zeus and its same family, you can see the difference, how the Zeus feels alive with colors and pipes and everything feels like it has a purpose. I know it's a smaller space, but even in the small spaces, the Polaris just feels dead and empty. So the question is, do I have buyer's remorse from buying this ship? No, I don't. I still like the ship a lot. It's unfortunate that it's not my favorite ship, being that it's my most expensive one. The things that I do have issue with are very minor, just paint, texture, and lighting for the inside. Update that, and this may become my favorite ship. Now, I don't want to take away what CIG's done. They've done a fantastic job. I know they had a deadline to meet to get this ship out. And by all accounts, they did it, and they did a fantastic job, and I appreciate that we do get to fly it. And I would rather fly an unfinished ship than no ship at all. And the Polaris does exactly what it's supposed to do. It's a tanky, torpedo-slinging, multi-purpose patrol ship that rarely has to go to port, and oh, it looks badass. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. A big shout out to Beam Eye Tracker for sponsoring today's video. If you all would like to try out Beam, they do have a free demo on Steam, and there will be a link in the description. Y'all have a good evening, and I appreciate you.